Hi guys, welcome to Robin Hood Diaries again today. Hope you're doing well. Not a bad day actually for me, so there you go. Today was previewed as Seeing The Shining on its first run on LSD. This was the entire summer of 1981. I believe The Shining was released, the Christmas release of 80, if I'm not mistaken. So, but it takes, at least at the time, it takes like 6 months for a new movie to hit Europe. So it had just hit this theater. Now, we didn't plan on seeing The Shining. So we're in this place called Annecy, France, A-N-N-E-C-Y, a small place that's famous for like festivals, students, windsurfing, and Festival du Lac, which is this huge fireworks show that is famous throughout the world or throughout France. So, and this is the night of The Shining later on, the Festival du Lac. Okay, so I've mentioned before, it was a summer trip. The excuse was that we studied a little math and French, and then we were let loose on Europe, literally. I mean, like, you have no idea, from Venice all the way to the UK and all through in between. Summer of 81. So here we are, 4 14-year-olds, very chic, alternative for the time, punky style, kind of, you know, but chic. That was just our aesthetic, the gang of 4. So we were on this trip. Now, of course, at the time especially, anyone drinks anything. It doesn't matter. Now we're in France, so, you know, I mean, it's like, you know, whatever. So there's a place that we go. We had been to a couple times, and it was like a pub, but it was more like an officey kind of. I mean, it really wasn't, you know, like a pubby feeling pub. Place to go drink beer. So we had been there a couple times. Few times in, there was this group of like young people, but not 14. You know, these were like drinking age people, or I don't know, 19, 22, you know, whatever, somewhere in there. So first they're gagging us and they're saying they want to take us to a partouze party, which in French is kind of like an orgy. So that's off the table, of course. So then we're being regular friends. So, oh God, I don't want to get flagged on this. I mean, I'm going to talk about hashish and, you know, LSD, and there's no like transactional, you know, like monetary, and I'm not encouraging it whatsoever. I am stating sort of like historical fact. So this is where we score the LSD from this group of people, and then they, you know, they say, why don't we meet at this place called Plage, which is like, you know, popular beach place, club. So we get the LSD. We go to another pub, which is down towards the beach, because it's a big lake, and so it's not like obviously not the ocean, but it's a huge lake, famous lake, lots of windsurfing. I don't know why. It's like the first time I've seen like 1,700 windsurfers. So we're down at this pub, more traditional pub. I keep calling them pubs, whatever, you know, whatever. They're not bars, or I guess whatever, it doesn't matter. So we have our LSD and we're at this pub. Now this pub is literally like around the corner from the movie theater that had just opened The Shining. No plans to see movies. But then again, you know, if you're on LSD, you know, it's like open season on everything, including screaming bloody murder in a restaurant, and things gets totally normal. Santa Monica, 1982. So, boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot everything's supposed to be during my 14th year. It was 14. I was 14. Everything was 14. So, okay. So the LSD's on the table. We're like in this like table booth thing. And it's on the table, and we're having beers, you know, again, not encouraging any of this behavior, historical fact. So one of us spills our beer. So the beer goes all over the table, believe it or not. You know how like water will spill, but it'll leave obviously spaces that didn't get wet. Well, the one space that the beer went around that did not get wet was where the LSD was sitting on the table.